everybody. I decided to make a video answer key for this worksheet because as I was grading students' work, I realized a lot of the issues were with reading the inequalities and the fence or boundary lines rather than the actual graph part. And I didn't want to take live class time on Monday, Tuesday because of the test coming up. I wanted to be able to do a full review. Hopefully you have a chance to watch this video, and I'm available in afternoon sessions if it wasn't clear enough how to get the answers. I'm only doing number 2 and number 4 because those were the most missed ones. And then you can check the answer key for the number 3 one as well. Okay, so let's start. So in this problem, we have 2 pieces. We have piece 1 and we have piece 2. Okay, well now here's the problem. They're written out of order. And technically, you don't have to write them in any order. We just need to read what the inequality says. But I realized that that confused some students. So let's start by realizing that there's one boundary line at the number 1. Okay, so I'm going to draw a boundary line at 1. All right, now I'm going to switch colors and I'm going to look at piece 1. So piece 1 is going to be this red line that starts at +1 and goes up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. But read what it says. It's when x is greater than or equal to 1. What are the numbers that are x is greater than or equal to 1? X is greater than or equal to 1 at 2, 3, 4. So this red needs to be on this side. And I tried to leave a class comment about that once I realized people just assumed piece 1 needs to be on the left because that's what we practiced. And that's not true. We need to be able to read this inequality. So let's go ahead and graph this piece. So starting at +1, we're going to go up 2 over 1. And I'm going to color in that dot up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. And it doesn't stop because there's no other boundary line. So and I know that's a terrible line. I don't have a ruler. So that's the line through that. Okay, so again, the thing I think students missed the most was they misread this, or they assumed that piece 1 needs to be on the left, and that's not true. Let's go to piece 2 now. Piece 2 in blue, if I read this, it's a parabola. It is when x is less than 1, or from -infinity less than x less than 1. This one is from 1 greater than x is greater than or equal to 1 less than +infinity. I would have to rewrite this completely to make it look like that, but they mean the same thing. X is greater than or equal to 1. X is greater than or equal to 1. X is less than 1. Okay, so where is x less than 1? On the left side of this boundary line. Now, it's not a line, it's a parabola. I know that it's a parabola where h is 0, k is 3. So up 3, 1, 2, 3, right here, and right here, 0, 3, and then I'm going to plug in another point. So when I plug in -1, -1 squared is 1, 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, and I'm going to mirror that on the other side. +1 squared is 1, 1 plus 3 is 4, open circle, open circle. So this is a parabola that looks like this, and it doesn't stop. And I could plug in some more points along the way to make it more correct. So I don't think you guys had a problem with the graphing. It's that a lot of students switched which spots they belonged in. And again, I understand that mistake. And this worksheet was just made that way, and I should have pointed that out in the beginning, that just because it's the first piece doesn't mean it has to be on the left. The red piece is on the right because it's saying greater than or equal to 1. All right, most students didn't have any trouble plugging this in. -2 goes with the second piece. -2 squared is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. So this should actually be at the point 7 if I graphed it correctly. 6 is greater than or equal to 1. So 6 is in the purple piece. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. And then 1 belongs to the red piece because it's underlined, and 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. But again, that wasn't really the thing students missed. Okay, let's go to number 4. So I'm skipping over 3, but that'll be in my that'll be in the answer key attached to this Google Classroom material. Okay, so now let's look at this. I have 3 pieces. 1 piece, 2 piece, and 3 pieces. Let's start with the first piece. This one, they are written in order. Let's be able to read this. This says x is less than or equal to 0. Here's the 0 boundary line. Okay, I'm going to make another boundary while I'm here at the number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 2 boundary lines or fences, and then I'm going to switch colors. All right, so let's start with the first piece. I'll make it in blue. So the first piece is a parabola. Again, h is 0, k is -1. So h is 0, k is down here at -1. It is a closed circle because it's underlined. Now again, I'm going to read this carefully. X is less than or equal to 0. These are the numbers less than or equal to 0 all the way to -infinity. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep plugging in a couple points. So when I plug in -1, -1 squared is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, I'm gonna plug in -2 squared is 4, 4 minus 1 is 1, 2, 3. So there's my parabola, and it's gonna be pointing up. Sorry, I kind of missed that. That's terrible. Okay, sorry, let me fix that. So here and then at 3, and then let me try to hit those points. Okay, so that is a terribly ugly parabola, but you get the point. All right, now in between these is a straight line. The straight line I'm gonna do in purple. So it is a line that is between 0 and 5, not including 0. So let's start with, you know what, since we're at 0, there's -1. It's going to start here, not included. So I'm going to put an open circle, but if you see, the blues already closed that circle anyway. And then I'm going to go up 1, 2 over 1, up 1, 2 over 1, up 1, 1, 1, 2 over 1, up 1, 2 over 1, up, and then it'll be right here about. And I'm going to close that circle. Okay, and then we connect them in as straight of a line. If I had a ruler, this would be better. Okay, so that's the second purple piece. Now the last piece I'm going to make in light blue. Okay, so I'm going to make the last piece. Piece 3 is a vertical line through the number 3. And again, I noticed a lot of people went the wrong way. And they pointed their arrow this way, but this reads x greater than 5. Greater than 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the numbers greater than 5. You have to be able to read an inequality. How would I have written it? Like this. X is greater than 5, but less than infinity. Does that say the exact same thing? Yes, this and this say the exact same thing, and you need to be able to read that. That's an Algebra 1 skill that you can find some videos on, reading inequalities and things like that. But again, a lot of the best thing to do is just x greater than 5. Which numbers are greater than 5? 6. 6 goes to 3. 7 goes to 3, 8 goes to 3. This one is an open circle because it's already closed up there, so the arrow looks like that, going that way. Okay, so I hope this was a little helpful. The good news is I don't think it was the graphing that was bad for a lot of you. The bad news is I think it was the old Algebra 1 skill of reading inequalities or pre-algebra skill, and hopefully this helped a little bit, but again, videos on inequalities will help. And don't be too scared or nervous if you weren't good at this, because at least on a multiple choice test, you're not going to have to graph them yourself. I'm always available in afternoon sessions to help you, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye, guys.